Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Monica. So today is going to be my very first video. I'm going to be doing a story time video about my 21st birthday. And yeah, I'm so excited. I really love watching people do story time videos. So for me to be able to do my own, I'm so excited about that. And y'all, excuse my nails. They're crusty, so don't say nothing about my nails. My nails are naturally this long and I paint them. So you know how that is. They chip very easily and I was just doing the dishes. So nobody say nothing about my nails. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. Y'all, I'm out of breath right now, so ignore that. I stopped celebrating birthdays. I don't celebrate any birthdays anymore. Like I do celebrate, like we can go out to dinner and do something small, but I'm never gonna celebrate it the way I wanted to celebrate it for my 21st birthday. So where do I start? So this birthday was supposed to be a big one, like I said. So before this, I never did anything big for my birthday. So I really wanted to just do something really big for my 21st because, you know, I was gonna be legal. So I just wanted to do it big. So me and my friends were all on the phone that day, just planning out, like, because my birthday was coming up. We were just planning out what we wanted to do. And I'm not gonna really give every friend a name because they're not like as relevant for this story time as the one friend which I am gonna name. His name is gonna be Frog, because he's the reason why, like, I'm saying all this, why I don't celebrate birthdays. He's the cause, he's the star of the show. So his name is gonna be Frog. Don't ask me why, that's just the first thing that came into my mind. So everyone else is just gonna get, like, they're just gonna be called Friend. So him and then my two other friends were on the phone, and we were just planning out what we're gonna do for my birthday. And just like keep in mind, like, y'all, I had just lost my job like not too long ago, and I can do another story time about that if y'all want to hear about that. But yeah, I had just lost my job, so I did not have the funds to throw a big party anyway. So who knows what I was thinking. We just decided, one of my friends, she knew a guy, she texted him and he offered up his apartment for us to throw the party on so we're gonna call him Owner. He was really nice to let us do that. So I was very grateful because we did not know where we was gonna throw this party. So we got that situated. We planned it all out, like the drinks, the people who we were gonna invite, like everyone was just gonna invite their own people. The only thing is Frog really was like hesitant about coming because we all lived in Dallas except for Frog. He lived in Houston, so it was a little bit away. So it was like, I think Houston is like 3 or 4 hours away. So he like did not have a place to stay if he got here. But I was so adamant, like I really wanted him to come. I really wanted our friend group to be together for my birthday. I wanted it to be perfect. So I was like, please just come, like we'll figure it out. We'll figure out a hotel for you. Like just come, just bring yourself and
the rest will, what the fuck am I saying?
And then like it's like right like, you know, but at the same time I don't know, because then sometimes it's like
the rest will be figured out. So yeah, we planned out everything, we figured out everything. And so Frog ends up coming to Dallas, and I'm really excited. I go to pick him up. I think he ended up taking, I can't speak today. What is going on with me? He ended up taking the bus to get here. So I picked him up from the bus station, I think, or I don't know if it was a gas station, one of the two. But I ended up picking him up and we went to get food. And the plan for that night was for all of us to meet up downtown because my other two friends, they were at a party, I think. So we were all gonna meet them there. But keep in mind, like, it was a last minute plan. I did not come dressed to pick him up. He was obviously not dressed because he, you know, was on a long, you know, bus ride to get to Dallas. So we ended up just going to downtown and doing our own thing. On our way to downtown, I don't know if it was on our way or on our way back, but he ended up driving. I let him drive my car. Keep in mind, this guy has never driven a car ever before, as far as I knew. I don't know why I let him drive my car. I was just being bold, and usually I'm scared to let anybody, like, even if it's not my car, I'm scared to ride with anybody. I get major anxiety just being in a car with somebody else because I only trust myself. As reckless as I drive, I was just like, okay, fine. I let him drive the car. Had a anxiety the whole time, like, I could not, but we got there. So we was just in downtown, just chilling, just vibing. We ended up going back to my area, and I was like, okay, so what's going on? Like, where are you gonna sleep tonight? Like, do you have a hotel? What's the plan? Because yeah, like I said, he did not want to come because he did not have a plan on where to stay. So, you know, I felt bad because like he was explaining to me like he did not have the money to like book a hotel. Like, he did not know where he was gonna stay. So I ended up, y'all, I let him stay at my house, at my mom's house. Yeah, I told him that he could stay there because I just felt bad. Like, I was pushing him to come, and I usually do let friends stay over at my parents' house because, you know, growing up, like, I couldn't even go to other people's house for like a sleepover or anything. They would have to come to my house anyways. So I was already used to like sneaking people into my house because that was normal for me. And in my room, I have 2 beds anyways, 2 twin-size beds. It was already going to be like easy because he would just sleep in one bed and I would sleep in another. It was not going to be like he has to sleep in another room or anything. So it was just an easy like situation. I just snuck him into my house, and that ended up going well. Like, my mom didn't end up finding out that night. So next morning, it's the day of my birthday, so the day of the party. So one of my friends, she calls me up in the morning and she's like, hey, like, I booked a surprise for you, like a surprise brunch. Get ready and I'm gonna pick you up. And keep in mind, like, Frog is with me, so Frog was gonna come too. So I was like, okay, bet. We got ready. Her and Frog were not getting along, so they were not cool at the moment. But that's because Frog gets into it with everybody. Like, he cannot just be like friends with all 4 of us at the same time. It's always him and another person fighting, and he's always the problem. So I already knew like Frog had did something to her. She was upset about it. So she picks us up, we go to brunch, and it's me, my 2 homegirls, Frog, and one of my homegirls' boyfriend came too. So we went to the brunch. It was a really nice brunch place. We decided to sit outside and eat. So yeah, we were sitting outside. It was a fun little brunch. Frog and the girl were still like, they were not getting along, so it was really awkward. We were trying to like, y'all should talk. Like, you know how awkward it is when 2 people in the friend group are not getting along and you're trying to fix it and like trying to make it like less awkward. But it was really awkward for all of us because they were not getting along. But yeah, so that happened. Brunch was fun. So next thing, Gray Sudan pulls up, and it's a guy and a girl in a car, and they call Frog over to their car. So Frog goes up to their car. He goes inside their car, and like, we didn't think nothing of it. We just thought like, okay, he probably knows them. Like, I didn't really think much of it. Like, I was just like, whatever, he probably knows them. So he goes in their car. 10 minutes later, he comes out of the car, and I start asking him like, oh, were they your friends? Do you know them from school or anything? Because Frog did used to live in Dallas at one point, so I just assumed that he already knew these people. So he gets out, he's like, no, I didn't know them, but they were telling me that they're going to Oklahoma and they have oregano. If y'all know what that means, y'all know. If you know, you know. If you don't, I'm sorry to you. But it was like a big bag of like oregano, and they gave it to him. And I was like, what? Like, why did they give you that? Because who in the right mind would just give away free oregano? So he was like, yeah, they gave it to me. They said they're going to Oklahoma and they can't bring it with them, so they just gave it to me just to have. Like, they said nothing's wrong with it. Like, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I did not, like, y'all, none of us were thinking straight. We was just like, whatever. Like, we was like, yay, like, free oregano. So we took it. We're like, okay, perfect. This is enough for the party. Now we got drinks. We got a place to do the party. We got my outfit that came last minute. We got all my friends are here. Like, we got the free oregano. Like, that's all I was thinking. I was not thinking like, y'all should throw this away. This is free weed from a stranger, but whatever. So fast forward to the night. So we pull up at owner's house, And I started getting ready in the restroom. One of my homegirls was already there, and one of them was just coming late or whatever. So it was just us, owner, and yeah. So Frog ended up coming with me, obviously, because he was staying with me. So yeah, I stuck him out of my house. Okay, so he comes in the restroom and starts knocking on my door. And I'm like, what? Like, what do you want? I'm getting ready. My party's about to start. He's like, I got you a drink. So he gets me like a solo cup, and it's like full all the way to the top, y'all. And he's like, oh, I made this drink for you. Y'all, I don't know what was in that drink. Like, I don't know what he mixed up in that drink, what concoction he made, but it could have been like, he probably mixed the whole, like all the liquors together and just put it in there. But yeah, I drank that shit up because I was trying to get messed up that night. And keep in mind, y'all, the day was so hectic. I had not eaten the whole day after that brunch. Like, we were running so many errands that I did not eat. Like, that was my meal for the day. So didn't eat. He mixed up alcohol. You know, you're not supposed to mix different types of alcohol. So he mixed that up and gave it to me. So y'all, I just started feeling it right away. And I ended up being, y'all. I drank it like, I didn't even finish it was like a red Solo cup. I didn't even finish the whole thing. I probably drank half of it, but y'all, I just started feeling it right away. And some other girls came to the party. So yeah, I was drunk. I ended up staying in owner's room, and just like one of the girls had to take care of me because y'all, I could not function anymore after that. Like, I was so, I still don't know what he put in there. Like, he mixed up a whole bunch of alcohol and just gave it to me. Some of my friends' homegirls started coming. My friends have not came yet because, you know, like African timing, bro. Nobody's coming on time. Everybody wants to come late. It was probably like 8 p.m. by now. So it wasn't that late. Party is just starting, so nobody wants to come right now. So one of my homegirls' friends ends up wanting to smoke with Frog. Like, he asked, does anyone want to smoke? And one of my homegirls' friends end up wanting to smoke with him. And y'all, also, let me say this. So I'm drunk in the room. After that, I don't remember anything else. So the rest of the story is going to be based on what other people told me happened. Like, I don't remember anything. When I said I was drunk, y'all, I was in that room thrown up. I was in that room like just sloppy. Like, it was a hot mess. I could not function. So after that, I don't remember the story. So this is just based off of what people are telling me happened. What my friends told me, what Frog told me, what owner told me. So I don't remember the rest of the story from here. So if it's not accurate, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Y'all told me this. Okay, so yeah. Frog ends up going outside to smoke, but only one person said they wanted to smoke with him. So one of the girls ends up going outside to the balcony and they start smoking. So apparently he comes back in that room and he's fine. I think he was fine at this point. So he ends up having a conversation with owner in the kitchen. And they're just talking about, like, they're having their own side conversation, and I guess it was like a deep conversation. They were talking about like witchcraft and all this other stuff, like all this, like, you know, that conversation can get really deep. So that's what they were talking about. I'm in the room throwing up, like just sloppy drunk. My phone, I don't even know where it's at this point because I'm not responding to anyone. And the way his apartment is set up, somebody has to let you up. You can't just walk into the building and find the apartment. And I never gave any. Okay, my phone just froze, so I'm gonna try to get through this story time as fast as possible. So anyways, yeah, nobody could come up. So my phone was blowing up, y'all. People were texting me like, can you answer your phone so we can get up to the party? Like, whoever was at the party was who was at the party, because I did not respond to anybody. It was like maybe like 15 people. Like, I felt bad, but yeah, I was drunk. So anyways, he gets done with that conversation with owner, and he ends up being so, like, this is when he's not himself anymore. And I think he went through like a psychotic break or whatever, I don't know, psychosis, like something went wrong with him. But he starts getting so paranoid to the point where he's like, I gotta leave.
Like he's like, oh my god, I don't feel safe here. We gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go.
He starts freaking out. He starts looking for my car keys, and he obviously finds it and starts trying to leave with my car keys. And he's telling my friends like, let's go. He's telling one of my friends starts like fighting with him over the keys. She's like,
yo, like, you're not in a good headspace. Like, we're staying here. What do you mean we're going? It's like, it's not safe here. We gotta leave. Like, we gotta leave.
Of that conversation that he had with owner, but he didn't feel safe. So he ends up fighting for the keys with my friend, and obviously he won the fight. So he ends up getting the keys. He ends up taking my car, and he is driving to my house. And y'all, like I said, he is like not in his right head space. Like, he ends up crashing my car, y'all. He ends up crashing my car. I don't know if he crashed it into a pole, if he crashed it into a house, a tree. I don't know what he did. Till this day, I still don't know what he did with my car, but he ends up crashing it. And then his next idea was to call an Uber to my house. Like, he just wanted to get to my house. So he pulls up at my house, and y'all, like I said, my mom does not know that he spent the night at my house. He gets there, he knocks on the door, my mom answers the door, obviously, and she's like, who are you? And he's like, oh, I'm Monica's friend. Monica's not safe, just like goes on this rant about, y'all, they're not safe, they're doing this, they're drinking, and they're at this person's owner's house, like, they're not safe. And my mom's like, what are you talking about? Who are you? Like, he's like, I slept the night yesterday, like, y'all, he just starts exposing me. Oh my gosh. He starts exposing everything. And my mom was like, wait, backtrack. You spent the night at my house? And she starts questioning him.
When did you spend the night?
Asking him, like, did we do anything? Obviously, she's going to ask that question because it's a guy in my room. Like, and so he's just like, no, but like, Monica's not safe. Da, da, da. So once she gets over that part that he spent the night at my house, she like trying to like get him inside the house because he's obviously like, she could see that he's not okay. So she's trying to bring him inside the house, and he was not with it. Like, he wanted, I don't know what he wanted her to do, but he did not want to go inside the house. So my sister's there with my mom just at the door, like, and I live in a cul-de-sac, and the houses are very close together. So, you know, everyone could hear it. So my mom really just wanted him to come inside and just like explain everything from inside the house. So he ends up calling the police on himself. And y'all, I don't know how else to say this, but basically he's undocumented. So him calling the police is not a good idea for him. So he ends up calling the police, and my parents are trying to take away the phone because why are you calling the police? But he ends up calling the police on himself, and they pull up on him, but not for us, because he explained everything. He explained that we're drunk, we're at a party, da 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 da. They didn't come for us, they came for him, and they arrested him for public intoxication. So he's sitting on the curb getting arrested, and my sister's trying to call me. Like I said, y'all, I'm drunk, I'm not answering anybody. So obviously my sister's trying to reach me about my friend like being at my house, like doing all this. I'm not responding to her because like I don't have my phone, and I'm, you know. So she ends up calling one of my homegirls. We end up leaving owner's house, and I don't know if we kicked everybody out, but we ended up just leaving. And so we get in the car, me and my two homegirls. Okay, so I don't know if I lost the clip or what happened, but I didn't explain to y'all. So when we pulled up to my house, we saw about 10 cop cars just like in my driveway. Like, I'm not even joking. If I find the video, I'll show you guys. But there was about 10 cop cars, and they was all there for him. And my sister had already told us like he was getting arrested for public intoxication. We are drunk too, so we ended up pulling off because we didn't want to get arrested for the same thing, you know, like that would be a dumb move of us. So we just ended up leaving him, and we went to go sleep over at another friend's house. We ended up pulling off, and next day we were just talking about it, and turns out like that it was not laced. It was okay. It was the other girl who smoked it. She was perfectly fine. So I really don't know what happened to him to result him into going into that psychosis or whatever he was going through. After that, me and him ended up falling off. Like, we stopped being friends because my car was taken. Never found out where he crashed my car or what he did with it, But the police ended up finding it, and I had to go get it back from the police station, and I had to tow it to get fixed. It was not drivable anymore. So after that, y'all, me and him, our friendship like deteriorated after that day, because he did not want to pay for the damages that he caused. He did not really want to apologize. He claimed that he was possessed. He ended up saying that he was possessed and owner possessed him. Like he said that owner did witchcraft on us, that's why he wanted us to leave. And you know, I'm not like, me, I'm African, so you know, I believe it's real. But like for me, it was just like a whole bunch of excuses for him to like not pay for the damages. Like he claimed that owner possessed him, and I asked him like, okay, if you were so like fucked up, like how did you get to my house? But you know, he couldn't explain half of the questions that I was asking. He couldn't explain to me where he crashed my car, none of that. He didn't want to pay for anything. So the friendship, it was just never the same after that. Like me and Frog, we just fell off so bad after that day. Like, and I have a problem cutting people off, but I eventually cut him off after that. But yeah, so that was the story. That was my 21st birthday. It was just so bad. Like so many things happened, and I actually, like, although like he fucked me up and I was really upset, I was really sad because I thought he was gonna get deported. He ended up not getting deported, so he's still good. He's still, you know, hey Frog, if you're seeing this, sorry I made a story time about you, but you really trifling. But anyways, yeah, so thank you guys for watching this story time. I know it took long for me to get through because I had a lot of, like, my phone was dying, my storage was filling up, and yeah, I was just all over the place. But thank you guys if you made it this far. Make sure to like, subscribe.